Integrity at
Got eyes on your flare. Unleashing hell in 3, 2, run.
weapon systems try. Impact. Register.
I'm reading your flare. Sit tight. Sending some high explosive help.
Starting a mining operation like this takes time, patience, and a hell of a lot of credits.
Okay, see if you can find that intel Hardware wanted. Gotta admit, I'm also a tad curious as to what Watchtower are doing there.
Might as well take what we can.
Damn. Whatever intel was here is gone. But looks like we've still got a chance to recover some data. Seems there's some sort of broadcast array close by. Get back to your ship and meet me in orbit. We can look for this surveillance array. That's Watchtower hardware. Yep, I think this is the surveillance array we're looking for. Doubt we'll be able to crack its encryption remotely. But maybe if we destroy it, we might be able to recover some of the data from the wreckage. Strategy works as anticipated. We should search the array's wreckage, see if we can recover that intel for Harper. Looks like we recovered a slate with some intel, got some Watchtower components, and... Huh. What are these? Computer cores? Huh. Well, alright, I think we got what we need. Let's head back to Stardock. Harper and Gren will want to hear about this.
A lot sure happened out there. We can either go fill Harper in on the details regarding the intel, or check in with Gren, pass on some of this Watchtower equipment we recovered. And maybe those guys will know what we can do with those computer core things we found.
Good to see you back. Any news on that listening post? Huh. Well, thanks. I'm impressed. Things went smooth, right? You didn't run into any trouble, did you?
That depends on your definition of trouble. First, there were the Watchtower troops, then the listening post wiped its data, but not before transmitting it to an array for broadcast. And then we destroyed that array. A small fleet of Watchtower ships jumped in, attacking us on sight. I don't know, any of that sound like trouble?
Well, I suppose that's why you have a fleet. If 2 ships count as a fleet. Still, that's got me wondering. How'd Watchtower have a fleet prepped to ambush you like that? They must have been watching those listening posts real close. But why? Just give me a second here. I'm gonna see what information I can pull from this intel slate. Encrypted. Not surprising. Let's run this through Gren's cracking algorithm. It worked! Quite a lot of data. I'm just skimming here, but yeah, this clears up a few things. The listening posts, Watchtower used them to track people, but only certain types of people. Huh. Looks like they got posts and surveillance arrays in most systems. They scan every ship that passes, looking for people of interest. And when a vessel gets flagged enough times, an array sends a signal to Watchtower, telling them to jump a fleet into that system.
That explains it. We're the people of interest. This is how they keep finding me, and how they found you. Sneaky little rascals.
Not sure exactly. Information is hazy. Almost seems on purpose. Like they preemptively scrubbed any major details. But I bet good credits they're not after your average Joe.
Harper, is there any way we could find more of these listening posts and surveillance arrays? Because I'm thinking if we start shutting more of them down, Watchtower won't be able to track us as much.
Maybe. I did see something about listening posts in other systems. Hold on, let me run a quick search. Oh, crap. Gren warned me about this. The intel slate. When I started poking around for more specific info, the rest of the data kinda deleted itself. It's an inbuilt security measure. It's just how Watchtower tech works. Pretty much all of it has a self-destruct of some kind. But it's not a complete loss. I did pull the location for another listening post. There's one in the Kumasi system, on Kumasi 6.
Well, that's something. We can always go take that one down. And hey, maybe we'll recover more intel slates.
It's worth a shot. If you can bring me more of those slates, I can likely pull more locations for you. Well, the data you brought back didn't really have much value, at least to me. But I'm still happy that listening post is gone. So here, your payment. And some advice. You need to be careful out there. Watchtower really is hunting you. These listening posts, any system that has one, makes you vulnerable to ambush.
Ah, but any system we clear of them means Watchtower can't track us there.
Yeah, I suppose. Up to you if you want to keep taking down listening posts. Just be ready for a Watchtower fleet to jump in and attack you. But whatever. Bring me more intel slates, and I'll do what I can to help. What, you do that kind of thing for a living or something? I don't know, seems like asking for trouble to me. But when I think about it, I doubt Watchtower is used to being hunted. Usually it would be the other way around. Who knows? Maybe you're onto something. Just don't get too cocky, alright?
Yeah, found 2 of them. No idea what they're for, though.
You don't say. I think I've seen one of these in Gren's workshop. They store data on Watchtower schematics. It's how he built you those sky drops. But like the intel slates, without the proper credentials, you can only pull a small amount of data before it wipes everything else. This hardware's a little beyond my skill to crack. But leave it with me. I know someone who might be able to get something useful from it. You should bring that other core to Gren. I'm sure he'll have something to say about it. Well, I think we're done. Feel free to use Stardock for whatever you need. I think you've earned your spot here. I'll get you later.
That went well. Let's check in with Gren.
State your needs. Back already? Something wrong? I won't ask where these came from. But yeah, I can use these. Watchtower uses proprietary hardware. As long as I'm duplicating their tech, I'll need authentic components like these. Assuming you can provide me with enough components, I'm willing to fabricate and install more skydrops to your ships. A Watchtower computer core. These units are exceedingly rare. Within them lie blueprints for Watchtower constructs, things such as skydrops. Cores contain vast amounts of information, but like almost all Watchtower technology, they have inbuilt safeguards.
We know. Harper already explained. We can only pull small amounts of information before these sort of things wipe themselves.
Good. So you already understand. I can only extract limited information from a core. I suspect we can mine computer cores to acquire blueprints for new types of skydrops, or even devise upgrades for your fleet command system. One moment. I will establish a link to the core. Connection confirmed. I see data for 3 skydrop schematics, yet we can only extract 1. Our available choices are drops for either a ballistic turret, a Shiva unit, or a surface smoke bomb. You must make a decision. What skydrop should we gain the ability to fabricate? Deploys a kinetic fire turret, which anchors swiftly and provides sustained ballistic. Calls in a Model S Shiva bot to assist you. The Model S excels at close quarter. And what would that be? There, it's done. I've downloaded the relevant data. Now you'll have access to that skydrop to install onto any of your vessels. If you can find more computer cores, bring them to me, and I'll see what I can do with them. Until then, I can offer to outfit your ships with the skydrops we already have, assuming you have enough Watchtower component. Gratitude is unnecessary. However, it is appreciated. If you need to restock any skydrops, or require any other ship services, just check in with Babs. I'll make sure she receives the necessary updates to assist you. Otherwise, I'll return to my work, but I'll be here if you need me.
Well, that was productive. You met with Gren and didn't kill him. Harper seems to like you. We found out how Watchtower's been tracking us, and even figured out how to exploit more of their technology against them. I think for the time being, keep doing whatever it is you do. Watchtower are still a problem, but at least now you have a defense against them. And if you find yourself with some free time, you can always hunt down more listening posts, or have Gren build and upgrade stuff for your fleet. And if you don't mind the company, I think I'll stay on with you. You know, as an official part of your crew. What, you mean like a job? I'm, between employment right now? So that's not an issue. And no friends or family I need to worry about, present company not included. Nope, nothing tying me down. I am at your disposal. Fair enough, that's no problem. I'll just hang out here at Stardock. Well, that's all.
Stands ready to assist. Please state your needs. Affirmative. I can provide detailed list. Commencing standby.
Look who decided to drop by. What's on your mind? Hand it here, and I'll get to work. I'll just boot up the algorithm. Won't take a minute. We're done. Slate had intel on a post way out on the edge. I've sent what we extracted to your nav. Good luck with your post hunting. Take a look. Huh. I hadn't thought of that, but I suppose it's possible. There's a whole bunch of people and organizations out there whose only job is to find information others would rather remain hidden. If we passed along the means on how to search and scan for Watchtower outposts, they may be able to find them for us. Of course, it'll cost you. These guys aren't gonna help us out of the goodness of their hearts. But if you're willing to cough up the credits... Since it's you asking, I'll give it a try. I still got a few contacts out in the field. Maybe one of them can help us find a listening post. Guess I should ask. You have a preference on the kind of system we should search in? You want somewhere safer, or one crawling with trouble? I've got someone in mind who can help us. They're dependable, but they don't do favors for free. Just need to put out a feeler. Someone out there is bound to find what we want. Slate's toast, but it did reveal a listening post is in a distant system. Sending the data to your nav. Just don't do anything reckless. No shame in avoiding a fight you can't win. Don't do anything too stupid.
Initiating protocol. Impact registering.
Copy that. 1 second. Firing now. Brace for impact.
Shield failure. Lethal force authorized. Evaluating threat level. Initiating containment procedures. Maintaining search pattern. Technician requested. Searching the port. Commencing attack. Commencing.
Copy that. 1 second. Firing now. Brace for impact.
Defensive systems failing.
I'm going to end you.
We evaluating threat level. Code red. Impact registered. Technician requested. Damage detected. Damage detected. This area is restricted. Impact registered. System damage identified. Initiated. System
Copy that. 1 second. Sit tight. Sending some high explosive help.
re-evaluating threat level. Cease resistance. Scanning for hostile. Hostile contact. Activating weapon systems.
Look who decided to drop by. Hey, got some news for you. That computer core you gave me, I asked an old friend to help me poke around inside it, see what data we could find. Oh, just someone I knew from Neon. His name's Shadowline. That's not his real name, of course. It's more like an alias. He's a cyber runner. You know, hacking, cybersecurity, digital warfare, all that good stuff. We kept in contact after I left Neon. Good guy. Sure did. Now, I already knew Watchtower likes to dabble in cybernetic tech. One look at Gren gives that away. But what I didn't know is just how varied and niche their tech can be. Body mods, organ replacement, and a whole series of neuroamps. And Watchtower ever commercialized, they put Ryujin out of business. Anyway, what we managed to pull data on is blueprints for some of Watchtower's neuroamps. Only basic models, but still, nothing to thumb your nose at. Not me, no. First, I asked Gren if he could build them, but he said something about him being engineer, not a doctor, which got me thinking. I just so happen to know a few doctors, and at least one who has experience in cybernetics, Dr. Lane. So I asked if she'd mind joining us here. She agreed, and now we got a medic to treat ailments. Also, she can research and build Watchtower spec neuroamps. Not bad, huh? If you're interested, go to the new infirmary and talk to Dr. Lane. She can fill you in on the specifics. Now, anything I can help you with? More intel? Just a moment, and I'll extract what I can. Got it. This one's a hike, but we have a location for a post. And one more post location from that second slate. Coordinates sent. Take a look if you want, but stay safe, all right? Watchtower aren't pushovers. This should be interesting. Give me a second, and I'll pull whatever's on here. We got one. Intel shows a listening post in a far-off system. Transferring what we got now. Do what you gotta do. Safe travels. Sure, I'll try. How dangerous are we talking? I wonder. Got some pals that like to travel, always have eyes on certain systems, but they'll want credits. Just give me some time to make the call and let my contacts do their thing. We got one. Intel shows a listening post in a far-off system. I'll ping you the coordinates. Check it out if you're feeling brave. Until next time. Wait, before you go, I've been thinking some more about those spy arrays. I've managed to gather a little more info on them. It's not much. A lot of it is guesswork, really. Still, I think you might find it useful. The arrays seem to be linked in a sorta network. If a critical major array is attacked, you can expect a more aggressive response from Watchtower. As well as any of the less important minor arrays it was linked to self-destructing once the major one has been destroyed, and they lose connection. But perhaps if you were to destroy some of the less important minor arrays first, it will lessen Watchtower's reaction when you attack a major one. And you'd be able to salvage more components too. But how you go about it is down to you. You'll have to decide on a strategy you think works best. I've made my notes on my terminal. Feel free to check them out for yourself. Might also help you keep tabs on the systems you've already cleared. Anyway, that was all. Later.